So thankful and grateful for my breath this morning. So thankful and grateful for my body. So thankful and grateful for my powerful presence and my power of choice. I get to choose what I want to do and be and how I want to see my life and the world that I live in and the experiences that I experience. I get to choose whether I'm up or down or in or out or happy or sad. I get to make a lot of choices, and I'm so thankful and grateful that I've learned to do this more powerfully, more decisively, more deliberately, and more immediately, with less hesitation, less doubts, and less self-restrictions. I love my affluence. I love my abundance. I love my influence. I love my prosperity. I love my empowerment. I love my divinity. I love my consciousness. I love my mind. I love my heart. I love my energy. I love my alignment. I love my balance. I love my success. I love my accomplishments. I love my wealth. I love my health. I love my beauty. I love my artistry. I love my creativity. I love my creations. I love my life. I love all the things that I am and do and are and be and see. I love the way that I show up every day. I love the way that I have fun and I play. I love the way that I work and I meet goals. I love the way that I move in this life. I love the way that I behave. I love the way that I treat people. I love that I am respected. I love that I am safe. I love that I am secure. I love that I am self-aware. I love that I am empowered. I love that I am chosen. I love that I am honored. I love that I am favored. I love that I am valued. I love that I am. I love that I am. I love that I be. I love what I see. So thankful and grateful to be me. All right, bottom of the deck. We have the energy oracle cards coming out first. Usually I do journal writing in the morning, and this morning I've got some clients to tend to, and I wanted to tend to this soul purpose first. So as I was channeling what I would normally write on paper, I was like, oh yeah, this is a great form of journal writing. Let's do it here live with you. So bottom of the deck, what do we have? We have card number 36. So we have 369. Okay, creative energy all up in this. Yeah, 3, 6, and 9 is there. Lovely. Empress energy, Lover's energy. So that's Taurus, Libra, and Gemini energy. All that together comes to 9, which is a Hermit energy, which is Virgo energy. Okay, all of that coming in some way. And it's the second chakra with Archangel Ariel in this deck. They're wanting me to pull that box out and get the book and just read what the book has to say about this one. So let's dig into that. Happy to comply. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Okay. Oh, I heard I love that I am viewed, observed, seen, and heard. Okay. Yes, respected. Okay. Intimacy and creativity. When it's upright, the second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-exploration and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. When this card is reversed, you may find that your creativity is being blocked. If this is the case, you might need to take more risks and open up to new and different ideas. Go inward to find the feelings that may be causing you this blockage. Call upon Ariel to help you release old fears and self-limitations. Affirm that you are open to Spirit's love and creative inspiration. This card reversed can also signal problems with intimacy of all kinds and issues of sexual intimacy. In particular, visualize Ariel spinning a beautiful light in your second chakra, calming and healing the energy there. Know that real closeness can be both safe and comfortable for you, and that you deserve a depth of sharing in your relationships. The affirmation, my second chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, more and more comfortable with the gentle waves of intimacy coming my way. If you're open to receive some assistance in regards to your second chakra, I would like for you to just take a minute to think about the color orange for a moment while I do a little bit of energy work for you, okay? If you receive it, you could just give your silent or audible yes. Yes, if you don't, that's fine. Just hold on. It won't work without your agreement. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's coming with a full body chills. Goosebumps. Okay, one more. Kicking back one more time for me. Oh, it's done, it's done, it's done. Okay. Whew. So thankful and grateful. What's up, Ireland? The Irish is in the house. I don't know how that Irish accent was, but I hope you enjoyed that, because I did. Yeah. All right. So let's see what cards we have that came out. The second chakra energy. They want me to hit the second chakra bowl for you. Here you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They like that. Okay. They said one more time. One more again. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They said one more time for emphasis. Yes, please, and thank you. All right. Perfect. Love that I have my bowls out. So fun. All right. So, they said chakra checkup. Okay. They want me to go straight to the second chakra. I've laid out 7 cards from that deck. They want to go straight to the second chakra and just see what it is. Okay. So we have card number 23, all tied up. So this is saying to me, like, whether it is that you, in your head, you're afraid of sexual intimacy, or in your head, you don't know what you want and desire. You know, there's something about maybe where you know what you want and desire and you're ready for sexual intimacy, but the opportunity won't present itself, or you just can't seem to have a breakthrough to get what you want. So there's an energy of here being all tied up in the second chakra. Interesting. Feeling like I can't go nowhere. But hold on, what's tying her up? It's just a silly little, it's a vine. It's not like a giant, it's not like a giant vine. It's just a simple vine. It just seems like if she really wanted to, she could break free from whatever restriction this is. The way this headdress is on her is also giving me the energy of trying to preserve purity in some sort of way, trying to appear to be modest, and it's a very traditional conservative appearance that I'm seeing there, but the body language and even the look on her face is like, come get me. She's giving a come get me eyes, right? So it's almost like what I'm seeing here is there's some stuff you want to do. Whether that's I heard, I want to get freaky with you. Okay, whether it's that you want to get freaky or artistic or, I don't know, whatever you want to be passionate about. There's this desire for it. The desire is strong, but it's almost as though somebody just will not let themselves go there. And I'm hearing it has a lot to do with ideas, being raised with specific ideas. Well, ladies only do this, or gentlemen only do that, and this is the right way, and you got to do it the right way. And it's like, who decided what was the right way? Okay, so yeah. But this is the way it's coming out, whatever your personal opinions are, this is the way the energy is coming out. So let's go ahead and do the rest of the chakra cards now. In the root chakra, we have the sun, honey. You have finally healed root chakra issues. This is fantastic, which lets me know that you're safe, you're secure, and you know it, okay? It's like I have created a life for myself where in your physical life, like you're actually really happy. And I'm hearing, and that could also be what's tying somebody up. It's like if you did so much work and went through so many processes to get to this point to where you actually have created stability for yourself in your physical life, then the fact of the matter is it could be very daunting, the idea of adding into it. It's like, well, if I got the recipe right, so somebody here is lacking a little bit of confidence. They're having some self-doubt in the sense of, like, you did something. Why do you think that that's all you can do? Why do you think that that's all you can accomplish, okay? Why do you think that by continuing to add to what you desire and choose for yourself, that could mess up what you got going on is the vibes, yeah. So remember, always bring your intuition to the party, okay? Make your choices wisely and responsibly. This is a timeless collective reading. So if you're here, it's by divine design. Where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. Where it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Thank you for your love donations. If everybody sent $1 love donations, you really support this purpose of mine. That'd be fantastic. Cash App, Zelle, Venmo below. Those are my favorite. And of course, we accept the super chats. So thank you so much. Also, even if financial donations is not where it's at for you, that's fine. But you could definitely donate a thumbs up, a share, a comment, all that. That stuff works too. So let's see, what do we have? Since we've already looked at the second chakra, let's look at your third chakra now with the solar plexus. What do we have? In the solar plexus, we have, wow, card number 49, the angel of love. What do? You bring love to everything you do. It's like, this is giving me the vibe of a person who, you know, in their attempts to, they want me to hit the bowl again. Hold on. There you go. In your attempts to, I'm hearing be a good person, like you always give of yourself. I heard abundantly, and flourishingly so. Like you give so much of yourself to others in your actions, like the actions you take. You're very kind, you're very generous, you're very giving of yourself, of your time, of your energy, of your ability, of your experience, of your resources, okay? And, you know, everything you do is touched with love. Okay, let me look at your heart chakra and see what's going on in your heart chakra. Wow, the garden and the gate. And there's this, I've made things so beautiful around here, but I'm going to protect it. Not just anybody can come in, not just anybody can be here. So there's this understanding that you have with card number 30. There's that 369 energy again. But with card number 30, there is, in this garden and the gate, there's this idea that as you have, ooh, thank you, okay, confirmation, that as you have healed your heart, as you have done the things that support your heart chakra's healthy being, you understand now that it's okay for you to protect that. That it's not only okay, but it's wise, it's acceptable, and I heard, and it's in alignment with the divine. And so is this a big part of the reason why there's so much restriction on some of the things that you want to do? Somewhere along the line, I'm hearing you could have gotten this idea. It's likely that you got this idea that when you go for what you want, the shit falls apart or things don't work type of a vibe. So let's see what's coming out now in the throat chakra. We have, oh, interesting. So throat chakra, what you're talking about, right? What your communications are. We have card number 37, which is the level up from what is at the base of the deck, which is the second chakra. And now it's through the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So there's a level up. This is the bottom of the deck on this channel is always like the foundation, where you been. So what you're talking about is you're talking about your level up is what I'm saying. You're talking about doing the things. You're talking about taking action. And maybe that talking is actually a nonverbal in the sense of maybe it's like you're speaking to spirit, right? You're speaking to your guides, you're speaking to your angels, you're speaking to your ancestors. Like, guide me. How do I do what I want? You could be having that conversation. But yes, the third chakra is all about taking the actions, using your self-will and your motivation. They want me to hit both the sacral and solar plexus chakra bowls for you. So here we go. Yeah, just work with that activation a little bit. This is about taking action on the things that you desire is coming up on your reading today. Okay, let me see what's going on in the third eye chakra, which is what you know, what you already know. Card number 12, ancestors are with you. Number 12 for me always represents the ancestors, okay? And it's the temple path. So what you already know, your spirituality is in everything. And it's at the foremost of importance in your life, okay? You want to do things that, I heard that honor the sacredness of your being. That's what I heard. You want to do things in a way that honors the sacredness of your being, which is why you don't just go for everything you want. Like I said, religious beliefs, okay, spiritual beliefs and spiritual practice. Somebody is practicing abstinence with a purpose. Somebody is practicing abstinence with a purpose in this. I see that as well, okay? And it's about, I'm hearing, and it has something to do with not going for immediate gratification, but willing to do the long term for the ultimate gratification. I'm hearing long term for ultimate gratification. You know that this is on your spiritual path. I see one of the reasons why you're not allowing yourself to just follow every impulse and urge that you get, I'm hearing, is because you're very focused on your spiritual path right now, and that is important to you. I heard that will be honored by your soul very, very deeply, okay? That will always be honored by your soul. When you do things with spiritual purpose, your soul sees, recognizes that, and honors that, okay? I see that very clearly. Now, let's see what you're going to learn in this. What's in the crown chakra? What's the download? What's the epiphany? What's the new information spirit bringing your way in the crown chakra? Wow, card number 4. And it says happy family. And then when I see happy family, I hear happy feelings in the air, touching people everywhere. Yeah, plenty love and everything. Listen to the people sing. And then it continues the lyrics. I've got myself to remind me of love, which is screaming. It's screaming like, yes. Instead of looking for somebody to free me, instead of looking for something to give me this energy, I'm going to give it to myself. I'm going to perfect the process of giving it to myself, because I can't spread it all over the world. Yeah, I can't spread it all over the world if I ain't got it for myself to spread. And if I'm trying to leech it off of you, then as soon as you go away, I'm not going to have it no more. So let me figure out how I can generate this inside of, in and of myself. I heard in and of myself. And then I heard, yeah, because God is making all things for you and through you, okay? For you and through you. It comes to you and through you, okay? The toroidal field. I see clearly the toroidal field in my mind's eye, and they're showing me, and then they're asking you the question. So they're showing me the toroidal field, and then they're asking you the question, and what are you feeding into the toroidal field? What thoughts, what vibrations, what frequencies are you feeding into it? Okay, well, one of the things is I'm seeing with this happy family, first off, there's that rainbow energy, okay? And everybody's enjoying the day at the beach. So there is this energy of chakra alignment, rainbow energies, all up in this, right? And the only place, honestly, I need you to see this the way I can see it, because the only place in this where there's any type of darkness is that one second chakra card. All these other cards are actually quite light. This one gives a little bit of darkness, but this is what you know. It's actually more balanced. But look at the light in those energies, right? Just not even looking at the details. It's just about how light and dark it is. So there's definitely something going on, I'm hearing, with your light body in this place where your delayed gratification is, I'm hearing, serving your spiritual interests. And that's what your intention was. I hear that's what your intention was, because it's not like people can't see you, baby. With the sun card in your root chakra, not only are you seen, but people just stop, pause, and they just look. Okay, they're like, hold on a minute. Yeah, hold on a minute. Where you go? Excuse me, can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know. Yeah, they just want to know. They just want to know anything they can about you. So it's not like you're not attracting anything. You are. It's just like, maybe, just maybe, if I don't just go for what's right here, right now, it will benefit me in the long term, okay? Because then I heard, not be distracted by this physical realm, not be distracted by desire, and just focus on this temple path. What temple path? The inner temple path. Finding the path to that self-regenerating love energy. Love. Never knew what I was missing. But until it started coming from within. Until it started coming from within. Until it started coming from me. Until I didn't have to depend on you to give it to me. Once I started to depend on me to give it to me instead of depending on you to bring it to me, then damn, I could sing that shit and I just stay there. And we fly. And we fly. And I'm riding high. Yeah, I'm riding high. Yes, that's the vibes. Riding absolutely high as the sky, okay? Because you just want to zoom. I like to fly away. Oh, I like to fly away. Yeah, I like to fly away. Where you gonna fly to, baby? I see you flying in this energy because you're not getting caught up in the physical reality. Oh, thank you. And they just said, yeah, you know, some of the things that you desire are going to cause a distraction. So why do that to yourself? I hear, why do that to myself? So now we've got these other two the Oracle and the Tarot ready to go. I have the What's the Tea Oracle on my right side. Okay, and on my left side, I have the Adventure Tarot. We're going to use these to layer our spread that we had with the Energy Oracle cards. And let's see what else Spirit wants to reveal, okay? So, what can you show us about the root chakra and this sun energy here, please and thank you? And, ooh, we have Temperance and bad karma. Ooh, Lord. Okay, this bad karma, the skull on the bad karma card is coming through really strongly. So you're shining brightly because what I'm seeing is you transmute the energy. So like, let's say whether it was this life karma, past life karma, family karma, whatever fucking kind of karma you came in here to handle, they're showing me like you have transmuted it. Temperance energy is about switching one energy for another. It's about doing the earth angel work of transmuting energy, right? And it's like you turned your back to anything that is bad karma. You're like consciously and decisively and deliberately choosing not to get yourself involved in bad karma. So whether that's, you can see another person is bad karma on two legs walking in your direction, you just turn around and go the other way. I'm not, I see bad karma, I got to go. I know where I'm going, but I'm going far away from that. You know what I'm saying? And if it's you personally, you know, bad karma, maybe you were like me. You was a stubborn ass teenager and you did all kinds of crazy shit in your teen things and your 20 things, and you had accumulated some bad karma. I'm gonna tell you, after all those stereos I stole when I was a teenager, dang, I must have blown like 3 or 4 of them stereo systems out of my car. But anyways, it's like finally, After you repeat the process of living the other side of the experience, you can find peace. Now you can recalibrate and orient into patience, into calm, into peace. And anywhere where you did live the other side of the table, other side of the scales in regards to any karma that you created for yourself during this lifetime, like I'm just seeing like it's complete. Because this skull right here is giving me like it's dead. It's done, it's already done. But so both energies apply. You're not doing anything to create more karma for yourself in this life. Anywhere where you had accumulated karma, or you decided you was coming to be born on earth as a human during this time in order to transmute karma for your line, for your ancestors, for your entire generational, for your whole family, for humanity or whatever. Like, I feel like you've done that. I heard you done that, baby. And you got your earth angel wings. See, the thing about the Temperance cards in most decks, not this deck, but in this deck, she's sitting like in a hot spring, right? And she's just chilling. But in most decks, it shows the earth angel. It shows literally an angel who has 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the water. They have stability and fluidity all at the same time. And she's still the same way because she's leaning up on the edge of the natural hot spring, but her body is in the water, right? So able to feel the emotions and maintain stability. I heard able to feel the emotions and maintain stability. This is one of the things that I hear you really wanted to do. And now you're shining at it because the sun is there. You are absolutely shining. And the sun is card number 1 in that deck. And it's giving me, you know, as above, so below. It's giving me personal power, personal authority, personal decisiveness, personal choices. Yes, all of that. And so I just see like you made a lot of empowering choices. Yeah. And then the sun card itself, the sun energy is all about conscious awareness. Where the moon is more subconscious, the sun is extremely conscious. Okay. When the moon, just the way that I see this is like if you take a walk on a natural path in the moonlight, like you might not always see everything that's there. You might not see all the creepy crawlies, all the bumps, all the rocks, all the whatever. But if you take the walk in the sunlight, you can see everything clearly. Well, now there's something about I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. And so because of that, you can see what to avoid in order not to get yourself buried down, weighed down, stuck down into some more karmic situations. So into our sacral chakra where we had the all tied up energy. Let's see what else Spirit will show us. Okay, this is where you be in because that was at the bottom of the deck. And we have the 7 of Swords and the clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up, dramatic. Is that why you've restricted yourself? Because you had this type of vibes all around you. People that's been trying to ride your coattails. You know what I'm saying? They want to come along on your fantastic voyage. Come along, and maybe you were the one that was issuing that order before had that open invitation to come along and ride on a fantastic voyage. And then you were like, hold on. Let me digress. Maybe I don't want to do that because what you found was anybody that came along to try to ride on this fantastic voyage, okay? Because I heard it's quite fantastic, that ride, yeah. Anybody that was trying to come and ride on that fantastic voyage was bringing all kinds of deception. They were really there to get what you had, to try to step up in your shoes. I heard smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Backstabbers. But what you can see it like, look, this, just like a squirrel trying to get a nut, just like a mouse trying to steal some cheese. Listen, with the 7 of Swords, like there's deception in that. So there's something here about also, because 7 is the number from heaven, and the 7 of Swords is about the thoughts. So there's this choice also here about, you know what? I'm just finna get my mind in alignment with the divine because clearly that's not where I've been. Clearly, there's something else for me to see here, or I wouldn't be having this experience with these rat bastards. I heard rat bastards. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have been having some experience with some rat bastards. So you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm not doing that. You can see effectively who is trying to just slide in your place. Okay, they're trying to slide in your place and not really, like, you might, like, they could be trying to entice you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something at one point you thought you wanted and you just realized, like, just generally a relationship, or generally to have, you know, a fun buddy for the weekend or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, you're like, yeah, no, let me just not do that. Let me just not, because they come with agendas. I hear they come with agendas, and those agendas are not in alignment with my soul. I'm just going, I heard forgo all that, skip all that, on to the next, on to the next. And right now, your next is your temple path. So let's look in your solar plexus chakra. Yes, where you're taking this action, and we have the angel of love, and that is actually what you're communicating about. You're talking about what you're going to do. So I see, like, you've been deciding what you wanted, what really matters for you, and now you're talking about it, or at least formulating the action plan, right? The action plan coming up big time. So let's see what we have with the angel of love in your solar plexus chakra. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect, and in alignment with everything that I just said, okay? Is the moon and the dodging the bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected from haters. Listen. With the moon card, and remember earlier I just finished saying the sun is the conscious, the moon is the subconscious. It's like you have this worked into your subconscious now to go ahead and protect yourself, to take action in your best interest. Absolutely. To block, it's like where your natural inclination and your comfort zone used to be highly toxic because you came from an abusive background and a fucked up, broken home, and people that lied and cheated and stole all around you, murderers, dope dealers, and the rest of the bullshit. And then now, like, you've done enough for yourself that you have shifted that energy even into your subconscious, and now your subconscious is like, oh no, we don't like that, we detest that. We will do everything to get away from that. And so now your natural choice, I love it. You've worked it into your subconscious. Your natural choice is to dodge the bullets. When you see bad karma walking on two legs, like I said, you take off and I got to go. I'm good. I'm out of here. And here's the thing. They're saying bad karma walking on two legs could be that they are living their bad karma cycles, and, you know, in engaging with them brings that to home for you, and brings their karma home for you. Also, there's also this other angle on the karma, bad karma. If you the one, let's say you are the owner of a 5-star restaurant, high-end, classy, and all of this, but you hire somebody with no experience, no certification, and no fucking training to be the master chef, the head chef in that establishment, and then you wonder why the food is not prepared well, don't look right, it ain't plated right, why are they serving, what is it, spaghetti and wieners at your 5-star restaurant? Like, that shit don't go. But who's responsible? Who put them in the position? So don't think that bad karma is only because they're bringing their bad karma. The reason why your shit gets fucked up when you bring somebody with bad karma home is because you already knew that they didn't qualify for that position. What were you doing putting them in it? You don't put children to run your 5-star kitchen. Likewise, you don't put people who are spiritual children to be your mate when you're a spiritual authority. You don't bring people to do business with who can't even get their own shit together. What you think they're going to do with your business? I heard run it right into the ground. So I hear you've had enough of these kind of crazy ass experiences that now, like, your subconscious is got it down. Like, oh, we going to skip all those bullets. So you can see the bad karma walking, and you understand now, if you didn't before, you understand now that you have some responsibility in this. You have some accountability in this. You get to choose who you put in position. Baby, if you marry somebody that you know has been having an affair on the last person that they divorced, the entire relationship they had, and you actually marry them, whose fault is it when they cheat on you? I'm just saying, like, you knew they were a cheater. If you cheated if you were the mistress or the mister or whatever to somebody who was married and y'all got together and they had a whole nother relationship and now they cheating on, don't get mad, because that's the same way you got them. What you thought they were going to change for you? Look, the subconscious being solidified, the moon energy, 1818 on the screen. I see it. The energy that you put out comes back to you. You have responsibility for what you accept and what you reject, for the positions you put people in your life. There's a smorgasbord of people out here, and everybody does not qualify for every freaking position. I don't care what they look like. I don't care how good the nana is and the no-nos is. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how good they move their wand. I don't care what size their wand is. None of that shit matters. What does matter is, are you making a wise choice, bearing in mind that there are consequences and repercussions for the choices you make, and that you are allowing certain things to happen. Now we got sun energy. Thank you. You're allowing certain things to happen in your experience by your choosing of them. Okay. And every day you wake up and allow this continue on is another day that you're choosing it. I'm just saying. So in your heart chakra, you had the garden and the gate, and we were talking about, yeah, you did so much. You made your heart blossom, but at the same time, it's gated because not just anybody can come in this. Okay. Not just anybody could come in this. And I heard it, and it's just like the heart literally has a gate. It's behind your rib cage for a reason. Like, you're not supposed to take it out. Like, you could cut off your fingernails, they're outside. You could even lose your fucking teeth. They're right there. You know what I'm saying? Hair falls off all the time. Your heart is inside your chest because it's not supposed to come out. And people got this idea of, if I give you my heart, will you take care of it? Fuck no, they're not going to take care of it. They don't even take care of their own fucking heart. So now you accept that. You keep your heart in your chest, okay? You might flood the love because you are an angel of love. And by having your heart in your own chest and being responsible for your own heart, that heart is able to produce this energy over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So anytime when you were sitting in this energy and you just figured out, like, I just can't love no more. I just can't. That's because you kept giving your heart away. How's it going to do what it's supposed to do for you if you keep giving it over there? Okay, let me see what's with this garden and the gate. Wow, look at this. We have the Six of Wands. And then we have into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, and positive. So this is it. You're going to save your heart. You're like, fuck it. I'm in the winning position. I am the treasure. Six of Wands is giving me, I am the treasure. I'm just going to sit here by my fireplace wrapped up in my blanket until I find somebody who I'm really into and who's really into me. And here's the thing. Remember that who I'm really into and who's into me. Which one came first? Oh, who I'm really into. And then second came, and who's into me. Because, baby, a whole lot of them going to be into you, but it don't mean you into them. A whole bunch of people apply for the position. It doesn't mean they all get in. We're going to choose one. We're going to choose one that qualifies, one that matches the position, can fulfill the requirements, right? So it's like, how do you feel? I'm going to protect this, and I might share this energy with somebody if I'm really into them. Until then, I'm cool warming myself by the fire, baby. That's the energy. And I also see this into you as saying, like, you're all up into yourself. Like, you are so self-sufficient emotionally, materially, mentally, in all the ways, to the point where you don't, it's like, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. Comfortably indulging and trying to get to know me. I'm hearing it, yes. I'm just an outline of what I used to be. Yes. It's like I'm comfortably lost, Sabrina Claudio, comfortably lost in myself. And I love it here. And I love it here. And if you get to get a bit of that energy, if you get to be around it, if you get to observe it, if you get to participate, lucky you. Okay, it's the vibes. So again, what you're talking about. You're talking about doing what you want to do. You know what? I am not allowing myself to go for every little desire, and that's fine. I heard this is one of the reasons why you're having such fluidity in all these chakras, because a lot of people, they get themselves tied up in that sacred chakra. There's so many people where they're just showing me a spread for some of the people that I'm thinking of. Their spread would be dark in all the upper chakras, and the only one that will be lit will be that maybe the bottom two lower chakras. Why? Because the lower chakras are going to drain your upper chakras. And so somebody here is bypassing some of the desires, because there's an awareness that not all the desires need to be indulged. Not all the desires come from my higher self. And then not all of the desires honor all that I truly am. And so there's some things that come from the lower mind. There's this understanding and ability to determine and decipher whether this desire actually does serve my best interest, or this is coming from the lower mind, is the vibes. So let me see what we have with that throat chakra, with the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. We have the 5 of Swords in moving. Hello. Solar plexus chakra. You're talking about it. You're like, oh, I'm cutting ties with that and I'm moving. Now, what's interesting here is we have somebody, she appears to be rock climbing, but then again, she also appears to be mining on the side of a cliff. Either way, somebody, she over here, she busy working. And it's like, these are two individuals moving away from one another. It's like somebody is leaving, talking about what you want to do. I'm going to be busy working. Go ahead, pack your boxes and leave. I got things to do. Type of vibes. That's it. So I'm just saying, like, what action you're taking, you let somebody move their own shit, move their own energy, move their own life, move their own soul, move their own whatever it is, right? Handle your business. 5 of Swords. I'm going to go mind my business. Go ahead and leave. You know, I'm over here doing what I came to do. What I do is, I hear what I do is very skilled. Not everybody can do it, and it's very valuable to myself and to the others who are making full benefit of what I have to offer, is fully benefiting themselves with what I have to offer. Not that half-stepping, because then I hear, ain't no half-stepping. Yeah, ain't no half-stepping in this. I'm fully engulfed in what I'm doing. And so, you know, if you don't like that, well, you know where the door is. You know where the door is. That's the energy. There's a separating of energies, okay? You're talking about also, I'm hearing you're talking about how, and in this period of decisive and chosen, desired, isolation, solitariness, focus upon your pursuits, your passion projects, your spirit, okay? How it is naturally, it's like cut people off. And like, because you ain't doing the same stuff that they used to you doing, now they don't call no more. Yay! I ain't even got to figure out how to get you away. I heard that. I ain't even got to figure out how to get you away. You just did it yourself. Look at you being all helpful and stuff. Because I was really thinking to myself, I don't know if that connection is aligned. You say to yourself, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, people just started leaving. People just started leaving. The more I got focused on my soul, the more I got focused on my spirituality, the more I got focused on my passion project, on my life purpose, on my business, on minding my business. The more I minded my business, the more of my business I had to mind, and the less of them were there. Funny how that works. Let me see in your what you know, third eye chakra, you had the temple path. You know that your spirituality is very sacred and important to you. You know that your life is sacred. You know that there's a reason, okay? And then I'm hearing, and she's building a stairway to heaven. Yeah. Heaven on earth, baby. It's a state of mind. You know that. Let me see some more on this. We have justice and photo proof. Justice, photo proof. It's saying getting evidence. Not only have you received evidence of anything that had to go, whether it was by an actual picture, seeing it on somebody's social media, or a spirit just popped in and gave you a whole vision, a dream, or some stuff like that. That could have been too. And some of you, that's exactly what it was. But it's justice. You already know that this is justice. You just going to keep on climbing. Build that stairway to heaven, baby. Live your best life. heaven on earth, right? And little folks do what they gonna do. You know, I heard they cut themselves off at the knees. You didn't do that to yourself because clearly you have your knees as you're crossing from one side to the other. Okay, if somebody gonna make a foul move, if they gonna step foolishly, then you know what, they gonna fall flat on their face and ain't nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody over here, like they can't stand it. Like how your spirit just keep you so strong. How you just stay. I was trying to throw mama from the train, but mama said, get your ass out of here. You know, type of vibes. It's like somebody was trying to throw you off your path. Somebody was trying to throw you off of your temple path. And there's some sort of evidence of it. And was that, yeah, it looks like by arguing, by disagreements, by trying to give you something else to do instead of that, by trying to distract you. And, you know, that's been moved out of the way. And you know it because it's like you could have seen something on the street, in a license plate, in a billboard, or on some social media. I see all those things in my mind's eye very clearly. That let you know, was that it? You saw somebody, they gave you a report. They gave you a report. Like this shit just happened to me the other day. They gave you a report about somebody that was involved in your life that you've severed ties with, and they've been spotted. They've been seen crossing the street with their dream come true. Yay, I'm so happy for you. You got exactly what you wanted. Oh no, I'm not in it though. I'm not in that. I'm over here minding my business. I'm over here minding my soul. I'm over here minding my spirit. And that's the vibes. It's like, it could have even been a reporter, you know, a client, a friend, a cousin, a neighbor. Oh, you know, I saw such and such over here. They were holding hands and walking down the street. No, they just didn't look right. They didn't look like their old self. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, you should have seen that. I heard that joker they were with. That joker they were with. Because that joker they were with was not like you. Okay? That's the vibe. So it came back. So this is all evidence to you that you avoided some sort of karma, because what they're showing me is as you're dedicated yourself to your spiritual path, that removed this bad karma experience from your life. Somebody was trying to bring some bad karma your energy your way, okay? Bring their energy your way, okay? They wanted to get into your energy. Maybe they thought that they could hang out with you, get close to you, marry you, whatever. They could dump some of that karma on you and then, you know, have a lighter load, okay? Because remember, if your energy is very balanced and very aligned, very elevated, very spiritually oriented, cosmically conscious, you know, oftentimes when people are living their consequences and repercussions and their negative karma, what happens is being next to you is sort of a shield. Because you are so protected, because you are so protected, certain things won't happen to them. Things will go better for them just for being in your energetic field, just for being in your physical presence, just for being in your home, just for being in your life. And this is why they're taking me back to the reading we had done a while back. And it was like, incoming, brace yourself. Yeah, Spirit was like, get the fuck out of the way because we got to take them out. And at this point, I'm hearing it's critical. I'm hearing it affects so much that we have to take them out. So we need you to get up out of the way. And I feel like you've done that in this energy. It's showing me that you've done that. And yeah, now, fast forward to now, you're seeing or hearing, the report is coming in. This just in. Oh, okay. Let me see what Spirit want to say from the spiritual news. They want me to pull in regards to this because the way it's coming in, like a report. And this is a spiritual news oracle. I just happen to have it still open here, sitting ready to go because I thought, well, maybe we'll use this one today. But let me see. Show me, what is this just in energy, okay, in regards to your awareness of somebody. Okay, let me see what Spirit gonna say to that. Let's see. Why you gotta mess? I heard, why you gotta mess up my spread? Okay, because I laid the cards down and kind of slid and moved things around. So just like, you can't even see it on the camera, but let me just show you. Like it bumped the cards, they're a little bit messed. So look how easy it is to fix it up. Now there's a message in that. There is a strong message in that. The message is whatever they did to cause a mess, okay, it's very simple, in brief, for you to correct that, adjust that, recalibrate it, realign it, rebalance it. Like there's no long-term effects here. There's no then any negative, it's like a hiccup. It's like a tiny bump in the road. It's like a speed bump. It's a speed bump. You gotta slow down for a minute. Hold on, let me go over this. Make sure I don't bump the bottom of my car and flop all over the place and have the bass bumping in the trunk type of thing, other than the sound. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to throw your speakers around. Stuff like that, okay? But let me see what came out. In other news, Spirit is insisting that you get some much needed rest. Take some time out to relax and replenish yourself. Doing too much has you physically exhausted. Yes, Spirit, that's the message. You're getting evidence that it's time for you to fucking rest. And what do you know? While you rest, all your needs are met. Everything still gets handled. Everything still gets done, and you have time to rest because you were doing too much over there with this one. It was time for you to let them go, and they're gone. And yay, good job. Good job. A round of applause for you. Give yourself a pat on the back. Like, yeah, all of that. We're so proud of you. Okay. Whew, what you gonna learn? What you gonna learn today in your crown chakra? You had the happy family. And it's card number 4. 4. A number of stability. Most of your tables have 4 legs. Most of your chairs have 4 legs. Why? Because it's highly stable. Okay, you have 4 corners of the earth. You have 4 main physical elements, right? There's 4 is in a lot of things. It's the number of Gaia. It's the number of the heart chakra. Okay, let me see what else we have for you to go with that happy family and the rainbow. The rainbow and the happy family, yeah, all the chakras aligned, all the chakras doing what they need to do, okay? I heard it's healthy for you to not just let your sacral chakra dominate your life and run wild. It's healthy to keep a governor, you know what a governor? Not a political office, a mechanical element to a vehicle, an engine, okay? A governor, it's wise to keep a governor on your sacral chakra. Okay, so why didn't you let yourself just have what you want and enjoy it? Because if you just go for everything, this is like a kid in a candy store. If that child just eat all the candy they want, they're gonna be sick. Okay, they're gonna have problems from all the fucking chemicals and dyes that they put in. And after they run around like a bat out of hell for a little while, then they gonna crash. And then, who knows what's the long-term side effects of all that sugar consumption and all the chemicals that they be putting in that shit. My grandchildren, I am not the grandma to give them no fucking candy. I'm good. Anyways, so happy family energies, okay? More about that governor. What's the governor? A governor is used on company vehicles mainly, especially like on big rigs and stuff like that. It will only allow, like regardless of how much you floor that engine, the vehicle only gonna go so fast. It caps the speed. It restricts the speed. So when we say it would be wise to allow this governor to be on your sacral chakra, why? So you can self-govern yourself. So you ain't out here just fucking running reckless in the street. Just because you got a Lamborghini and you could, drift on every corner, don't mean it's wise to do that in public. Go get your ass on a racetrack. Go get your ass on the racetrack if you want to do that. There's a quarter-mile drag down at the Las Vegas Speedway. You could pay like $10, or I don't know now. It's so many years since I've been. You can pay like 10, 20 bucks, whatever it is. What's it? Friday Night Mayhem. And you could run your car on the quarter-mile drag. Now you can really let that mug loose. There's a time and a place for everything. There is a time and a place for everything. And until it aligns with your happy family and your temple path, until it honors and respects the garden and the gate of your heart, right? Until you can give that angel of love energy without having to feel attacked or abused, okay, or disrespected or violated, you could just sit in your sun energy that you got. Life is good right here. It's okay to govern yourself, to self-govern yourself. So you don't just be out here running reckless, doing any old thing with any old one, getting yourself into any old situation that you don't need in your life. All they're going to do is throw you off your path. All they're going to do is have you wrap your Lamborghini around a fucking light pole or somebody else's car. Or better yet, a body. Now you got a body on you. Manslaughter, vehicular manslaughter. Like, no, we're not moving like that. We're not moving like that. We're moving wisely. We're moving cautiously. Yeah? Because we know that just because we can do any old thing we want to doesn't mean that it's all a good idea to do. Like fur on nails. I could put fur on nails. Many years ago, people asked me about putting fur on nails. I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. That means every time you wash your hands, your nails are going to be wet with fur? That's nasty. I don't like it. So I never did it. Maybe I should have, because the motherfucker that did it went viral. Oh, Lord. What do you know? I like nails that can be sanitized, sanitary, safe for cooking and eating tacos on Tuesdays, made by Mexicans who's still here running shit. I'm just saying. Okay, go back to this happy family. Show me more about what you finna learn today. And we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have creeping. So what you gonna learn today, baby? While you out here doing what you do, they trying to peek in on you, and it's like, I want to show all of my haters love. This song's for you. If you had it like me and I was in your shoes, I would probably hate on me too. Hey, you know. But that's it. They creeping. They trying to peek. They know you over there living your lavish life of luxury. You doing good. You on your own, doing the damn thing. Stable with plenty to spare and to share. Why? Because you was able to take care of their ass. Now you got time to do your own hair and makeup because you ain't doing nobody else's hair and makeup type shit, right? But they peeking, and now you gonna know. Now you gonna know they peeking. Again, for some of you, you're gonna find out about how this person was creeping because somebody gonna tell you. You got a happy family. This is what you're gonna learn. You have a happy family. You love it. And honey, if you did it right, of course they're going to be missing you. Of course they're going to be trying to creep. Of course they're going to be trying to spy on you. Because, baby, look at you. You're just all that. You know what I'm saying? You're just all that. I heard you're not just all that in a bag of chips, baby. You the whole fucking grocery store. You are the table that they finna eat on type of vibes. You're everything, yeah? You are the treasure. We said that earlier. If you did it right, and you did, you avoided bad karma. You saw somebody was trying to bring their bad karma and park it in your bed, park it on your doorstep. You say, I ain't sexually needed like that. Like, I ain't sexually needed like that. I ain't needed like that, baby. I could take care of this. I self-regulate. I could self-govern all day long. I heard if that's what I wanted to do. Okay. Somebody could have totally tried to entice you, seduce you. The art of seduction. At one point, I had to stop listening to the audiobook because towards the end, it just sounded so fucking evil and dark. I might be able to go back into that now after as much as I've healed my shadow. But I was listening to the art of seduction. My spirit was like, yeah, you need to understand how these people think. People that try to seduce you. People that try to get you caught up in entanglements. And this was years ago. This is probably 10 years ago now that I was listening to that. But let me tell you, one of the things I do remember is watch out for those hot and cold energies. Because they're like, you know, did you know that steel swords, they put them in the hot and in the fire, they bang them, and then they put them in the cold ice water. And they repeat that process over and over again. And by doing that process, they make steel so strong and so indestructible, and you know that's how they get it sharp, and that's why steel is the quality that it is. You know, it's pretty much, it's so long lasting. It doesn't rust. I mean, if it rusts, please let me know because I ain't never seen a piece. I have some steel dishware, ain't never rusted. You know what I'm saying? I have a steel pan that was my mother's grandmother's pan and from South Korea. And it still works fine. I mean, except for I left it in the oven and I was warming the oven and the little handle on the lid melted off. But anyways, I still have it and I can still use it and it still works fine. Steel is a very long-lasting quality. And so this is what these people who use the art of seduction will do. They give you hot and then cold. Hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. Breadcrumb you here. Love bomb you there. You know, and why? To try to solidify and strengthen that bond. It's a trauma bond. If you stay stuck in that shit, It's a trauma bond. And trauma bonds are very challenging to break, that hot and cold. You know, that's why they do that. They be an asshole, the whole ass one day, and then the next day they love bomb you. Oh, baby, baby, baby. And they're the best thing ever in the world. And they be trying to do all this shit. As soon as they realize you mad, now they want to make you dinner, rub your feet, and give you some nanas and some no-nos. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, listen, I'm not with the bullshit. I see what you're doing, right? I see what you're doing. I can see you, you know? And so, you know, you cut ties with the shit. You're not playing with it. You're not playing with it at all. I can't help but see the word keys in my comments. And it's interesting that you say that because, yeah. I heard, I got the key, the key, the key. Okay, I got the key. It's wild because one of my strongest soul connections left the state to go work at a company that makes keys for most of the world. Like, they're the largest key manufacturer in the entire world. And I need to tell this to him. I'm glad it came out in the reading that his energy had to go on that because we got a similar energy. So yeah, we literally got the key now. I heard there's nowhere you can run. You can't run and escape the consequences of what you thought you had done, okay? So there's something in that. It's like, I didn't even have to go over there and work at no key company. And he's a boss over there. You know what I'm saying? He's a boss. He's not, he ain't sweeping the fucking floors. Let me tell you that. But the vibe is like, your energy went out there. Your energy went out there and produced and multiplied and spread. Your energy gone out there and produced and multiplied and spread. And now everybody can stretch out on the beach and hold hands and enjoy the rainbow together because, honey, you got it going on. You got your independence. And of course, they're creeping. They're like, well, where they at now? What they doing now? So if you don't want somebody to be aware, you might want to make yourself scarce on social media. I'm not going to stop doing this because of what exes could find me possibly. Not at all. I'm still going to be here waving my rainbow flag, talking my shit and talking my bliss and living my bliss and protected in this. Okay, but be knowing that when the information returns to you, when somebody shows it to you, tells it to you, reports to you, when the reporter shows up, that's just a confirmation for you that you missed the bullet. You missed the bullet. They were trying to shoot your ass with that karmic bullet and you dodged and ducked and died and said bye. Okay, let me see what we got at the bottom of these two decks. Whew, as it's about that time for me to say bye. What do we have? We have the Two of Pentacles. Damn. And the spiritual hater. Look at that. What did I'm not finna throw these cards. Like, this is wild. Because this is what I've been talking about the whole time. A spiritual hater. Listen. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. How dare you be okay when I go away? How dare you not let me ride your coattails? But I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. Oh, there ain't nothing. Let me show you what I could do, heifer. Let me show you what I could do up in this. Yeah, I'm gonna switch this, flip this switch on you so fast, honey. I'm going to yoga. I got to go. I'm finna go meditate. And while I'm gone, minding my business, doing what I gotta do, make sure you pack all your stuff. Make sure you don't leave nothing here, because anything you leave is gonna get thrown out. It's gonna get burnt up. You're like, hold on, let me make sure I sweep under the bed. Let me dust in here. Let me use some sanitization in here. As a matter of fact, before I do any of that, let me get some Palo Santo and elevate these vibes, because clearly this heifer, this hater was trying to get over on you in some sort of way, and you could feel it and you could sense it, and you were right. And that's why you were like, I may want you, baby, but I don't need you. I may want you, baby, but I don't need you. I may have wanted you, but baby, I don't want you no more at all. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to go back to minding my business, building my stairway to heaven, and elevating my soul. I'm going to pay attention to the temple path. You got to go. I heard, move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Somebody, that was their whole point, you know, to take up the space, that they were not qualified for. You had a kindergartner in a head chef position, and why? Because they had heard that the perfect head chef was coming to town for you. So they figured, well, if I can get there and get that contract, you know, they won't be able to get the perfect head chef. They're going to have to keep me. Back. Remember that reading we had recently that kept talking about back? You got to get them out. That's the vibes. So this clearly is building on an energy that has been in the works for us for a while. You're doing what you ought to do. Don't worry about it, but you are going to get some confirmations. Confirmation information coming your way, just so that you know. Let me go ahead and see if they're going to reveal a little bit more from the who or what. Who or what are we talking about here on the other side of the table? Oh, no. Yeah, me. The only one on the other side of the table anymore is you. We talking about you, baby. You do it. You did the damn thing, because whatever was on the other side of the table is distant now. It's gone. It's gone. Good on you. Okay, so this reading is a confirmation that you have done as you should, that you have done what you ought to. You know, if they don't honor your spirituality, they got to go. If they don't honor your soul, they got to go. If they think that they could spiritually abuse you, okay? If they think that they could spiritually steal from you, somebody here, that was their whole purpose, was to take some of your magic with them, okay? Some of y'all didn't know that this person had a plan to, you know, get stable while they were in your energy field and then dump you, leave you high and dry with no notice. They were just going to disappear on you. They were just using you at the end of the day. And guess what? You're not the first one they did this to. They tried this shit before. And then what do you know? They told you their story about who they had been and where they had been and what they had done. And you knew exactly what to do. You were like, oh, so you're telling me your plans you've got for me. Ah, okay. They didn't know what they told you. They did not realize what they had told you. As a matter of fact, when they told you this story, they adamantly asserted that this was not what it was with you. But see, here's the thing. If I'm not cheating on you, I don't need to tell you that I'm not cheating on you. If I'm not taking advantage on you, I don't need to tell you I'm not taking advantage of you, because that shit is obvious. What's known don't need to be explained. So watch out when people start explaining shit that you didn't ask them. And they just start volunteering information and explaining shit that you wasn't even thinking about. Spirit make them open up their mouth and tell you what you need to know. Spirit will make you see it. And I have had this in the wildest of ways. You know, the wildest of ways I've lived that experience where Spirit is like, oh, baby, your husband, this happened. Listen, I just said husband. You know how long ago that was? Over 20 years ago now. When I was guided to go just pass by and say hi. And I didn't even know what I saw when I saw it until I knew what I saw. Yeah, he was there with the chick he was cheating on. And you know what Spirit did to make me remember that night? Like literally at the time I was riding my Lolo, I had my Cutlass at the time. And the Cutlass, the OG body Cutlass, it had two keys. One for the door.